Hi, you're listening to Book Chat with author Vivian E. Moore.
Click, listen, enjoy.
Keep listening to our weekly episodes to find out more.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Book Chat. I'm your host, Dr. Vivian E. Moore. I hope everybody is having a lovely weekend. I hope you had a great week. Sometimes I forget to ask you about how your week went. That was a tongue twister. I won't try to do that again. But again, I hope everybody's having a great day. It's been a beautiful day. The weather is just gorgeous. Not a whole lot of humidity. Just perfect weather. I'm ready for fall. I don't know about you, but that's one of my favorite times of the year because you don't need air conditioning. You don't have to worry about the mosquitoes when you go outside. You don't have to worry about the blazing sun. It's just like it's there, but it's not just so overpowering like it is during the summer months. Now, don't get me wrong. I love all of the seasons, but I have my favorites, and one of them is fall because it's like the perfect blend of sunshine and temperature and all of those things that makes life just so much better. So anyway, I hope that you're ready for today's show, and I won't hold you for too long, 15 minutes or less, and we'll get to today's show, and then I will give you a few links so you can follow me and keep up with what I'm doing on a weekly basis. So here we go. So the title of today's show is Forget the Sky, Reach for the Stars. Living your dreams. That is the topic for today. Living your dreams. I believe the biggest mistakes we all make sometimes is waiting for something big to happen before we start living our dreams, or we are too afraid, just horrified to dream big enough to see any results. Living your dreams is filled with action. It is a today state of mind. Tomorrow isn't promised to any of us, so we must start realizing the opportunity to live our best lives is now. Often we place limits on our own capabilities due to many reasons, mostly fear. Fear of believing in ourselves, fear to trust in what we know, fear of living, because we're too afraid of what others might think of us if we strive for success too hard. I think that is one of the most critical things that it is a hurdle. It's a huge hurdle for a lot of people because, fear is crippling at times. And you have to keep a grip on it because, we all have those, we all have fears. We all have fear factors, things that just horrify us. They terrify us, just the thought of it. And being successful is one of the things that scares a lot of people. And I'll be honest with you, I was like that. I was so afraid of success because it scared me. Because first of all, it was taking me outside of my, of my comfort zone. It was something that, I thought about on a grand schedule. On a grand scale. And then that made me think of all the things that went along with that, because I'm an introverted person. So that means success brought along all of these other responsibilities, meet and greets with people, lots of people, public speaking, and that's something that I'm working my way up to. I've done several engagements and I've done well with them. But, it's something that, it takes a bit of time to really become comfortable with completely. I'm getting there. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. But, it's just conquering those fears and moving forward, that just, it stops a lot of people in their tracks because, if you think about anything for too long, mostly what you'll do is just, you will convince yourself that, that this is not for you, that you don't want it. It's not that important to you. And you should never do that. Let's be clear. All of these things that I'm talking about right now, it's not about them. It's about you and what you want. You are in control of how high or low the distance is from where you start and where you want to be. I suggest reaching past the sky, and don't stop until you've broken through the atmosphere. And I know that's saying a lot, but it's the truth. You got to dream big. I understand success is not always an overnight deal. Time and hard work are the formula for success, although it doesn't necessarily have to be years in the making either. Time doesn't necessarily measure success. It is simply a reference point to measure how far you've come or have left until you reach the finish line. What are your dreams? Do they consist of riches, notoriety, or trending on every social media platform known to man? If any of these things sound familiar to you, and if they are on your agenda, then good. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And, it's okay to hope for fame and fortune. Let's face it, you want something to show for your dedication and hard work. How sad is it to work all of your life and you have nothing to show for it on the, on when it comes to the end of it? That's just sad, Anything worth having is worth working for. And you've heard me say this on numerous occasions. And, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to be the best at what you do. I think that, if you're not going to put your best foot forward, then you don't need to take those steps. You need to just step back and not move forward. Because whatever you do, let it be your best work. Let it be the best of who you are as a person. If you can't give your all to it, then by all means, just stop. Just stop. Because who you are and what you put forward is what people remember, is what they see about you. And, and if you can't do that, then there's no point of doing it. It really isn't. And, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. It is okay to hope for fame and fortune. And I said this before, it's just something that most people in my line of business, they want the fame. I have never been one who ever, that was never my motivation. Fame and fortune was never my motivation. But, when you work hard at doing what you do, doing what you love, pouring your heart into it, pouring your spirit into it, you want something out of it, and it's not being greedy, it's not being, just out there looking for fame, wanting to be, have your face planted on this or that. It's not about any of those things. It's about having something, again, I say, to show for your efforts. You've worked hard to get here. It's been a journey. And for some of us, it's been a very long journey. And at the end of that journey, you want to be able to look back and say, this is how far I've come. This is where I am now. This is how far I've come. And you've got something to show for it. So, and it speaks for itself. But, let's just start right here with the word dedication. If you lack dedication and stamina to see your projects through to the end, then, you've already, you're already fighting a losing battle. And, and that just tells me that your arms aren't long enough to reach that high. A lot of people say anyway. And what I say to that is that stretch and reach a little further. When you make the decisions to live your dreams, you do so with the hope of having everything you hoped for. Understand there will be a few setbacks along the way, but you must stay the course and never give up. Star climbing isn't for those who are afraid of heights or weak at heart. Only the strong survive in this journey. The question is, will you be in this number or standing on the sidelines waiting for a boost to start you on your way? Reach for the stars and dream big. All right, folks, that's all I have for you today. But before I let you go, I want to give you a few URLs so you can keep up with me, to check me out, see what I'm doing. And I want to tell you about a new project that I'm going to start too. But anyway, we'll start with Spreaker, because the show is broadcast through Spreaker each and every Saturday at 6 p.m. And that URL is https://www.spreaker.com/user/author Vivian E. Moore. You can also follow me, like me, on Facebook, and that is https://www.facebook.com/Vivian Moore Author. You can also follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is God's Property 46. You can also follow me, like me, on Instagram, which is https://Instagram.com/God's Property 51. You can also check out my lovely website, which is https://vivianmoore.wixsite.com/author Vivian Moore. And also today's script will be available on Blogsite, and that one is https://vivianemore.blogsite.com. And if you want to listen to the recorded version of today's show and past shows, you can check it out on iHeartRadio, and also you can check it out on iTunes. And all you have to do is go to Instagram, and each week when I upload the topic for the title and topic of each show for Saturday, all of that information that I just gave you out and more is listed out there. Also iTunes and iHeart for those podcasts as well. They pretty much keep them up to date. As soon as I do them, they are uploaded. So I would invite you to go and do that. And also, I want to just mention last Saturday, I wasn't able to do the show because we very soon will have another addition to our family. My daughter is due to give birth to a son here just in a matter of weeks. So we are definitely on baby watch, and we're excited about it. But anyway, we had a baby shower last weekend, and it was so great. It was so very nice. The outpouring of love and all the gifts and well wishes and things that she received, and the food was excellent. So I have to mention that too, because that's one of my favorite things is eating. I love food. I love good food especially. But anyway, I missed you guys, and so doing this show each week is something that I absolutely love. And when I'm not able to do the show, I always feel just a little bit sad about it, but also I feel good about it as well, because I know that, there's always something for you to listen to. There is a long list of shows that I've done over the past 2 years that you can actually go out there and just select one of them, or select as many as you want and just listen to them, because they broadcast one right after the other. So, if you choose one, then it'll just keep going, until you tell it to stop or whatever. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you as to why I wasn't on last week, and also why there wasn't a blog last week too. It was because of that, because I couldn't fit everything in that time slot, because the baby shower was at 5:00. So, and the show is at 6. And so, of course, I just couldn't just stay there for an hour and then rush off, because I would have missed all the good things had I done that. And I didn't want to. And plus, I always want to support my children, because they are more important to me, than anything. So, they come first, before the show, or anything that that can be postponed or put off to another time. But anyway, I just want to wish you well, and I hope that you plan on going to church tomorrow, because it is worship day. And I hope that you'll take some family members, take some friends, take some children with you to church. And also tell somebody that you love them, because tomorrow is not promised. Today may be the only chance you get to say that. I love you. I hope you love me back. Until the next time you hear my voice, God bless you, and goodbye.
Hi, you're listening to Book Chat.
Sorry about that, folks.
If you enjoyed today's show, please head over to iTunes, give us a rating, and leave a review.
Thank you for listening.